And that should be it. Yo, Grumpy Dark, how's it going? I want that N64 on the shelf. Man, honestly, dude, like, getting some of these consoles has been amazing. I'm a massive retro fan. So, yeah, getting these consoles together is great. And also, like, you have to buy, like, upscalers and all sorts of other things to make them look good. So, hello, Tomaz. How's it going, dude? How is everyone who joins the stream? I guess I'm going to have to keep saying hello anyway, so. Yo, biggity bam, sup, brother? How's it going? Good to see you. TX Hammer, hi. Assassin Zombie. How you doing, man? Sorry I missed you at EGX. I was having a funny 5 minutes when it happened, so I do apologise. Bro, I want that Sega thing. That one up there, the gold one. Is that what you mean, the Saturn? New hat, looking vibrant. Yes, mate. Yeah. I love. I do like getting all different hats. I got this other one as well a while back. It's like a trucker style cap. It's pretty cool. Oh, hello, good sir. Hello, Omar. How you doing? Good to see you. Jason Reigns. Oh, what's going on here? Well, that's bad timing. Do you play Sonic much? Not really. I didn't get to try out the new generations, if that's what you're saying. My son did. He completed it. He loved it. But I used to play all the Sonics up to the latest one. I've done Sonic in VR as well. It's pretty sick. There's two different ways you can do Sonic. There's one called Sonic Walkomotion by a guy called Nim Sony, which is where you physically have to move your arms. And there was another one a long time ago. And it was brilliant. It's on the channel, dude. If you just put Sonic VR and Gamertag VR, it'll come up. There's two videos buried deep within the algorithm somewhere. Jebby Plays, how you doing? Good to see you. Casual Enthusiast, how you doing? The wife left so we can chat. Yeah, she's out tonight. And I haven't been in touch with you guys for ages. Like, it feels like a long time. And it was getting to that point where I was like, dude, I need to live stream. Not to get over the fear of it, just to, I don't know, break the seal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just do it and then probably keep doing it as time goes on. But there's, yes, keep just doing videos. You feel like a bit of a disconnect after a while. Well, I do personally. And this channel started like all live streaming back in the day. So, but yeah, hello, Ray Holder. How's it going? Simon says VR. How's it going? Good to see you, mate. Gamato. Good evening. How tall am I? I am around 6 foot. I'm 181 centimeters, which I think is exactly 6 foot. I think. But the only reason I know that is because of VR. Because you go in there and it tells you normally your height. There's also a thing at the gym I used ages ago. I'm pretty sure it's 180 or 181 centimeters. Zombie says, hello, Kenneth. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Deathwish, good to see you, mate. Keep up the content. Kenneth Penman, what's up, GT? Oh yeah, hello, mate. Hello. I don't know the game name, Tomaz. You literally are just gonna have to type Sonic VR and then Gamertag VR and hope it comes up. There's the man of the hour, DJ. Oi, oi, oi. Thank you ever so much for giving me your PlayStation login earlier today so I could do Gran Turismo. Thank you ever so much. Really appreciate that. Where are we now? Robert Lauder. I need a VR stealth game. Any suggestions? I mean, you got Aspire. Off the top of my head. Maybe the chat can help and I can recommend or agree. If anyone could chuck out some game names for a VR stealth game. Because there's definitely some stealth games out there. I just can't... Oh, Phantom Covert Ops, actually. Depending on the system you've got. Phantom Covert Ops was one of my favourite games back in the day. And probably End Dreams, the developer's best game they've ever made. But yeah. How you doing? Naturo Men, how you doing? Good to see you. Doda Moda, you're a cool dude. Thank you ever so much. And so are you. You're a cool dude. Stuart Montgomery, how you doing? The real Superman's in the chat. That is pretty awesome. Ninja Guy, thank you very much, mate. He says, awesome seeing you stream tonight. As I said earlier, I haven't streamed for a long time, so I need to basically make the effort to say hello to everyone. Mr. Deathwish says there's 5'10". Probably is. I don't know. I'm taller than most people. I know when I walk into most places, I'm either eye to eye or above people mostly. So yeah, no one's really asked me how tall I am actually. Ray Holder says Phantom Covert Ops. Assassin's Creed. Yeah, that's a good recommendation for a stealth game. Absolutely. I forget. You know, I keep forgetting we got Assassin's Creed in VR, man. I actually really liked it, but I do forget that. Jack Sanderson from Coatsing. How you doing, sir? You're taller than me. I need to lose my chub, but now I'm eating better. Good for you, mate. Losing weight obviously not only makes you look a bit better, it's good for your heart and stuff. So it's only a good thing. Elroy, how's it going? Or Eloy, sorry. How are you? From Spain. Spain. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Retro Steve, is it worth picking up a PSVR 1 for my PS4? I mean, the library on PSVR was incredible, the gaming library. And I would argue the headset still looks pretty good. Mine's in the background down there. I still keep it. It's a pain in the ass to set up, but once you've got it set up, I think you'll experience some fantastic games. Wipeout in VR is insane. Like, it's criminal that we haven't got it on PSVR 2. I can't believe it still, actually. But yeah, Astrobot in VR. There's loads of good games on PSVR, dude. Just hidden away. It's a real shame. The backwards compatibility just doesn't seem to be on Sony's radar for VR, which is a real shame. Which is one of the conversations we have about Quest. Like, pretty much for the last 5 years, all your library's available. But yeah, I'm assuming that PSVR 1 you're going to pick up is really cheap. And I would say, yeah, personally. I don't know what the prices of PSVR 1 games are, though. Zombie, the Onward streams. Dude, streaming Onward was so fun. I used to have such a good time doing that. Georgie, I think that's your name. I do apologise, I can't necessarily pronounce it. Hey GT, do you think Behemoth Quest will be delayed? Yeah, there is no gameplay. So I've been hands-on with Behemoth, I don't know, 4 times, I think, on PC and PSVR 2, and still nothing on Quest. I hope not. But if they do it, then it's probably a good thing. I think developers trying to hit multi-platform for any game is a big undertaking. And unless a game is made on Quest, that's what this tells you, this process. If the Quest version is delayed, the game wasn't made for Quest. Like, it was a PC game or a PSVR 2 game, or both. And Quest is like the platform they have to try and hit, you know, because it's a mobile processor at the end of the day. And especially Behemoth is on Quest 2. So I mean, that must be, I don't know how they do it, but I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But to be honest, I don't know if I've got a Quest 2 anymore. I might have a Quest 2 somewhere. I'll have to have a look. If I do, like, I'm really hoping to get access to Behemoth very soon. Because I want to do what I did for Metro, basically. I want to play it on all platforms. Admittedly, I just like Quest 3. I love Quest 3 so much. I just don't want to use my Quest 2 anymore. So, but I guess if people really, really want me to, I could. But I very much doubt I'd ever get my Quest 2 out again. Where are we now? Casual Enthusiast, they cancelled Splinter Cell VR. Do you remember that? They did, didn't they? It's crazy. Crazy. Go for Chucks. Does Sniper Elite count as a stealth game? I think so. Sniper Elite VR is pretty cool. I mean, the graphics are nothing to shout about. They were really, I mean, I think the first Sniper Elite on PSVR was pretty cool. But yeah. PSVR 1, Blood and Truth. Yeah, absolutely very good. Doda Moda. Nice name. Are you a fan of Edgar's Wrath 2? Played a bit and was pretty slow. It does pick up. It definitely picks up. Like, the more stuff you unlock and the more weapons you unlock. And it's kind of a game you can get as deep as you want with it. If you want to check out my review, dude, I'll put in some really cool bits. One of the best bits one of the most unforgettable bits in VR for me personally was when you're like chasing this massive beast. You're on like a tiger running along and you run underneath this huge giant, which is kind of like Shadow of the Colossus Behemoth style thing. And on this giant's back is the level with the boss on top. I mean, that bit for VR is just incredible. And again, it's times like that you think, wow, how does this work on Quest? But it does. That's very good. So yeah, I'd say keep pushing with it and see how you get on. It's also very puzzly, which I think can add the slowness. But to be fair, like, I don't think Asgard's Wrath should have been the game that launched Quest 3, to be honest. I mean, they put a lot on that game. And I would argue it is too big. I don't think people want to spend 100 hours in the same game in VR or whatever it was. But I mean, in terms of design, that game never stopped to amaze me. The puzzles just I kept thinking, like, how can these guys come up with so many different puzzles in like one dungeon? And then you get to another dungeon and it's different again. And you're like, how do they do that? It is amazing. But yeah. Where are we now? Kenneth Penman. Edinburgh Museum has all the retro games and computers. It was amazing and can't believe we started. I know, dude. That's partly why I keep retro and still play retro. Just because it reminds me of how far things have come, you know, and I'm really pleased, even though I feel quite old now, I'm really pleased that I got to see some of it. You know, I got to experience the days of NES. Me and my friend, like, my friend had the original Zelda gold cart on the NES. He was like he was a bit older than me, and I had the map, you know, and I was like the imaginary player too. I wasn't allowed to play, but I had to guide him with the map. It was very cool. Something I will never forget. It was pretty awesome. Just Moody, become a channel member, dude. Thank you ever so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you ever so much for the support. Without channel members and patrons, like, you don't know how much you've helped me in the background. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Captain Pixus, how's it going? Good to see you. What's that from? She's got a Discord notification. What is going on? What is happening? What is happening? Hold on 1 second, sorry. There we go. My phone was nearly dying. I need to leave it on in case my wife needs anything while she's out. Endeavour One, how are you doing? Captain Pixus, how you doing? How you doing? Xander, how are you? Eric Smith, PSVR2 user here. Can you provide me one main reason to purchase MetaQuest 3? One main reason. Mixed reality was probably the one reason that is really good, and it's completely something you can't do on PSVR 2. So mixed reality would be my answer to that. Where are we now? Hazy still got Quest 1. Wow. Do you still use it, or do you just keep it as like a collectible? Carl 70 says portability. Yeah, it's pretty true. I remember doing a Quest video in the woods near me. I can't remember what bloody game it is, but it's still on the channel. And this guy just walks past. He's walking his dog, looking at me like, what is he doing? I was just shooting zombies. Ryan B, how you doing? AP UK DCFC, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Hazy, geez, it's been a while. I haven't been here since around 28k subs. Where have you been? That means you haven't been here for 2 years. And I'm still here, man. Still here, still going. As long as someone enjoys my content, and I just want to keep my my say in there, you know. I want to make sure that there's someone out there telling the truth, and I want to be that person. Thomas McNostril, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Arlo Fenzo, have you checked out No Man's Sky? I have. I did a video maybe a week ago. And No Man's Sky was the very first game, actually, that I used when I first got the Pro. And I tested out 10 games. So if you want to check that video out, man, that'll give you my opinion on it. And it was brilliant. It's got a Pro patch. Da-da-da. Jason Rain says Mixed Reality is amazing. Yeah, Robert Lauder, Hitman. I hope you're not using Hitman as an excuse to buy a Quest, because that is not true, in my opinion. I think that game was awful, to be fair. But they have done some updates, but I very much doubt I care. I'm more looking forward to the next Hitman on PSVR 2 now, and I really hope they update PC. Ray Holder, how you doing? He's been a member for 43 months. He says, let's show GT how long we've been here. He's been here for 43 months, basically, which is an exceptionally long time. Thank you ever so much. Where am I now? Demagogue, gonna wait for PS5 Pro. Oh my god, it moved. Sorry, do apologise. Demagogue, gonna wait for PS5 Pro till the disc drive is available. So today my friend texted me and he actually got 2 from a local toy store, and then they become available somewhere else. So, like, you wouldn't know. He must just keep checking. So he's managed to get me one, but he actually thinks they might cancel. So, because I said to him, I was like, dude, I'll send you the money now. And he said, well, don't send me any money till they take the money, because they might cancel the order. So I don't know if I'm actually going to get one, but I know PlayStation said the drives are coming December. So yeah, Little Devil Gamer, how you doing? I just want to say thank you to so many people in this chat who always leave a like, always comment on my videos. And I'm very appreciative, honestly. I love doing this, and it just really helps, like, you guys being here. So thank you ever so much. I know the weird thing is, like, I know I'm not super excitable, you know, like, I don't overreact. Like, someone in the Gran Turismo video today said, basically my reaction wasn't amazing. Like, I wasn't like, wow, this Pro update is, like, incredible. It was good. Like, it was good. I'm just not, like, something has to be super incredible. Like, for me to get that reaction, it would have to be pretty significant. And it was good, you know, but I'm not that YouTuber, unfortunately. And I felt a bit bad about that, because I think he wanted that reaction from me, and then he could go and buy a Pro. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. DJ says, whoop, whoop. He's been here 47 months. There can't be anyone longer serving than you, DJ, as a channel member, dude. No way. Ninja Guy, thank you ever so much for the Canadian $5. We still have to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Streets of Rage together someday. MUVR will be the way to do that. Absolutely. What's that? Technic Chegger. I'm just here for the awesome thumb title. Mate, she's out with her friends watching, I think it's something called Wicked. Yeah, it's Wicked. What was it? Wicked. It's not Alice in Wonderland. Oh, God. What's the other thing? With the Yellow Brick Road. It's the Wizard of Oz. That's it. It's the Wizard of Oz, but it focuses on the witches. So that's what she's gone to see. Wicked Racer, how are you doing? QIVR, how you doing? Trying to say hello to everyone. I know it's a bit of a weird stream. Hello, Crispy. How you doing? Hello, Dan. What's up, GT? Do you know if the new GT7 update has done any visual upgrades for the normal PS5, or is it sold with PS5 Pro? I would absolutely assume it's only for PS5 Pro, personally, because there was a bit of a conversation about, has that mode, that repositioning mode, now mean the game is running native like 90? It's not. It's still a reprojection. Okay, it's still a game running at 60 hertz, running at 120, and still reprojected. But there's obviously some sort of new technique or software that's basically improved the reprojection. It has added a new effect, but that new effect, that, like, as I called it, like a mirage, is so much better than reprojection. Honestly, I was really pleased, because I know so many people suffer with sickness from reprojection. But I still think, like, if you want to go and see exactly what this headset does, a really good game to get is Red Matter 2, because it runs at native 120 hertz and it looks gorgeous. It is a slow game, which is probably why they can hit that frame rate, but it is stunning. But again, those developers do amazing magic anyway. Like, Red Matter 2 on Quest looks incredible. So yeah. I've just realised I've got some music going in the background. But I'm going to leave it, I think. Where are we now? Mountain Man Gaming. That's a cool name. How you doing? I'm finally pulling the trigger on MetaQuest 3 Primary for mixed reality. This is something PSVR 2 simply does not do. Super stoked. You're going to have a great time. I've done like the best mixed reality videos last year. I think it's Christmas. Normally around December when new people are coming in, I tend to make those videos that like best of best, you know, so people know what to pick up. And I would say Ocean Rift is probably one of my favorites. It's very cheap and it turns your whole room into like an aquarium, and you can like visit different time periods. There's like the prehistoric period, and then you can play with dolphins and sharks. It's very cool. It's very cool. Hope we get Good Friday Blacks out. So, DJ, in terms of gaming, he's basically put, I do apologise. Hope we get a good Black Friday sale next week on PSVR 2. In terms of gaming, yeah, I hope that too. But at the moment, the PSVR 2 is on sale as well. So that's pretty cool. Where am I now? Just spotted the hook on your ceiling. What kind of bondage you're into? No, I'm not. Well, she's not. I've got like I have to hang up my bloody green screen on the ceiling. I've got a 9-foot bit of sheet and a bit of plastic tubing, and I hang it up on the ceiling. So, yeah, that's what that is. So don't get too excited. Where am I now? Is the VR Crewcast coming back at some point, I wonder? I want it to, but I don't think it's going to be as you guys, or as it was. I need to work it out. To be honest. And I can't explain why, really. But I'll try and react. I'll try and work it out eventually. And I do apologise, because I really enjoyed the VR Crewcast. That podcast was doing sensational, really. It was like one of the most popular VR podcasts. It was doing fantastic. It was growing all the time. The views were up. On Spotify, it was getting, I can't remember how many times it had been listened to, but it was in the thousands. Like, it was doing amazing. Every episode was doing really well. So, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Robert Lauder, I'm not going to read that out, mate. Don't be like, meep, meep. Weeble, I always give a like, but don't comment much. Well, thank you ever so much. I really appreciate that. I completely understand not everyone wants to comment on a video. It is what it is. You know, I don't always comment on YouTube videos, especially when I'm watching on TV. Something has to be really good for me to say something. So yeah. Oh, I'm really behind in the chat. People are talking about Wizard of Oz. Let me flip this. There we go. So many of you here. Thank you. Let's have a look. Just started Wartown Wonders on Quest 3. Very impressive. Says Howard Smith. Thank you ever so much. I'm glad you like the channel. Yeah, Wartown Wonders is a game I'm hoping to check out. I did play it at Gamescom, and I did recommend it in the Gamescom video because it was brilliant. I don't know how much gameplay is there, though, obviously, so I've got a review copy. I will dive into it. But the problem is I need to clear out this whole room to do mixed reality. And at the moment, we're kind of trying to sort out the downstairs room, which means stuff's come up here. So I don't know. You know, it's a technical issue. But I'm hoping to do maybe a bundle video and a mixed reality, maybe 3 or 4 games in one video. I don't know if you guys saw the last stand that I did the other week, which is, I mean, it's kind of made the cabin irrelevant because the cabin was just shooting zombies, as the last stand is not only are you shooting zombies, you're shooting someone in the world in mixed reality, and you're in a shop, you're in like your own area, and they're in their own area, in their own shop across the way. It's like you're both in a shopping mall at the end of the world, you know, in the apocalypse. And yeah, I basically played against Beardo Benjo, and he was really hard to shoot. And I was thinking, what's going on here? He basically had like a bookshelf in his space, and the game turned that bookshelf into a fridge that he could hide behind in cover. I thought it was really good. But yeah. Hello, DWE. How you doing? Good to see you. Arkham Shadow is worth getting Quest 3, obviously. Yeah, so like, if any of you want to pick up a Meta Quest 3 or Quest 3S, if you go to my reviews or go to the Quest 3S review, you'll see there's a link there, which is my affiliate link. It does support me. Thank you ever so much. But in return, you get $30, Batman for free, and 3 months Quest Plus. And in December, that's being doubled. So I think you're going to get $60 Quest Cash. Yeah, $60 Quest Cash plus the things I've just spoken about. So, yeah, that'd be really cool. Tactical VR, FN8 it. No way. Have you changed your name? How you doing, man? $20 donation. Thank you ever so much, sir. Really appreciate that. Mate, and a couple of beers. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support. I hope you're doing well, dude. I hope you're doing well. Kenneth Penman, need to jump on old Firewall 0 Hour. It's still going strong. Wow. Oh, you're leaving the stream to go and play it. Got you, man. Have a good time. Not Firewall Ultra. The original. That's crazy. He is good though. Where am I? I've seen someone say hello, Jason. I didn't see the word Jason. How's it going? Mellow Vibe Gaming. Did you play Metro Awakening VR? I did. I did a review video. I did a full playthrough of the whole thing for a video because there's some people who aren't in VR, who will probably want to check it out. The watch time on that video is crazy, dude. But I did a review on the PSVR 2 version and the Quest 3 version in one video. So yes, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Loved it. I hope we get more games like that. We need more games like that. Crazy Duck, how's it going? I have a Quest 2 and I want to play Behemoth and Batman. Should I buy a 3S or a refurbished 3 for $80 more? I would definitely go... Well, it depends. If you get a refurbished one, you're not going to get Batman for free, are you? So that's pretty tough. I would always buy the Quest 3. I would always recommend Quest 3 over Quest 3S. That's not to say Quest 3S is bad. It's really good value for money. But I think if you really like VR, which I think you will, you'll be wanting like Quest 3 more. Because one, it's got more storage. It's got 512 gigs of storage. And you get pancake lenses. I think the form factor's better. Yeah, I think Quest 3 is better than Quest 3S altogether, really. And funny enough, I think the launch of Quest 3S has sold more Quest 3s, which is really weird. So yeah. Hello, Jason L. How's it going? Good to see you, mate. Actually been a while since I jumped on a GT stream. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Just Moody, how you doing? Here in the States, Target is going to be giving $75 gift card with Quest 3 purchases starting Sunday. That is a very good deal, yeah. So, yeah, in December, I'll be doing... My affiliate will give $60, Batman for free, and 3 months MetaQuest 3 Plus. That's what that's going to be. Mellow Vibe Gaming, how you doing? I wanted to get your take on it. I'll get it. Oh, no worries. Did I answer your question? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep up. FN8 says a brand. He rebranded. No worries, mate. I got you. Good to see you. Hello, Mr. Survivor. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Tactical VR says the Metro playthrough vid was amazing. Dude, I'll tell you what. My eye's really itchy. Rendering a 4K video. That video took 2 or 3 attempts because the rendering was insane. I had to really learn DaVinci Resolve of how to keep the quality high but the file size down, because the very first 4K file of Metro Awakening ended up being 256 gig, and that's how I found out YouTube has a video file upload limit of 252 gig or something, or 250 gig. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you're joking, man. That's insane. So yeah, YouTube has a limit. I did not know that. Jakku, how's it going? Sorry, let me go back. Weeble, how you doing? Pastel the Devil, hello. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Jakku, hey man, have you lost weight? You look way slimmer. Do you know what? I haven't lost any weight. I did lose loads of weight before not losing weight, because we went to New York last week and to play Behemoth. And they agreed to like extend my stay there. So basically my wife, she loves New York. We've only ever been once before and it was a dream trip. So I was like, well, let's do it again because the flights are really cheap at this time of year. So we went out there and I ate amazingly bad stuff all the time. Pizza and pancakes, pretty much. The food in America is another level, to be honest. It was insane. So, and the coffee's really good. Oh, the coffee's really good. Arcanian, how you doing, sir? Where am I now? Secrets of, how you doing, man? Loved your pics of Ghostbusters HQ. So, like, yeah. So, if anyone doesn't follow me on X, oh my god, my eye. I went to the firehouse where the original Ghostbusters was filmed. Now, I went there in 2022 when lockdown was happening, and it was just shut. Like, I didn't expect it to be open. I was like, oh, right, there it is. But it's still an operating firehouse. And, yeah, this time I went, it was open, and I could see inside, and I could see the fireman pole, and I actually got really emotional, because that film, when I was a kid, the original Ghostbusters, was just brilliant. And that, and I guess Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as the Americans call it, just going to America, and it's like it was on TV for me, you know. And then you go there, and it's like, wow, absolutely insane. Where am I now? Yeah, tactical. Yeah. Hello, Scottish. How's it going? Good to see you, mate. Zenu, you're talking about head straps. Crazy Doug says, how many total headsets do you have in all? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5, 6, 7. 7 at the moment. 8, actually. I've got 8. I just realised I've got one downstairs. I've got 8. But I only really use 2. I use MetaQuest 3 and PSVR 2. And that's why I only recommend them, because they're the headsets I use all the time, and I don't really see the point of recommending anything I don't want to use or use. Just seems weird, you know. That's why I turned down so many sponsorships for crap that I just know, like Rotor VR, the chair. I bet it is really good fun. I bet it's great. But I know that I would never want to actually be bothered to set that thing up, because it's massive, sit in it and play games. It just wouldn't happen in reality. I just can't see it. So another item I've turned down. Endeavor 1 says, GT, did you lose beard weight? I basically had my hair cut, and he gave me a trim. So I like having a beard, but I don't like having a big beard. Phenomenal says the NYC copy is the best. It is. It's so good. It's so good. Captain Pixus, thank you for being a channel member, by the way. Game Tech VR, if you use H2, I'll tell you what, man, send me that in Discord. But yeah, that was another thing I've learned. There was actually a quality option, really easy option, and to be honest, to the naked eye, you cannot see a difference between like medium and best. But it like lowered the file size by like 100 gig. So that was like the quickest thing to do. But yeah, thank you ever so much for the info. JUU, I'm disappointed with Behemoth being late on Steam. I know, dude. That's weird, isn't it? It was weird. That's why I made a video. That was one of the reasons I wanted to make that video. I'm so hyped for Alien. But yeah, it was Alien Rogue Incursion. But yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? I'm not sure what's going on there. Arcanian, Biggity Bam. Is it just me, or does GT look a little greyer than usual? I do. I am. I'm going grey. I'm getting old. I'm a human being, Arcanian. I know, like, for you guys probably watching the odd video. I mean, I'm not even in my videos very often, because I just don't like videos being about me. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone's there, oh, I'm going to watch a review of this game, why the hell would you want to see my face when I could just show you gameplay? Like, it's real estate. So I don't normally put my face even on thumbnails that often anymore. Part of the reason I wanted to stream, to be honest, just to make, you know, let you guys know that I'm a real person. And I've missed talking to you. Inferno 9, how's it going? Good to see you. See you later, Bam. Take it easy. I think he's off. Hazy says, do you get Batman with the Quest 3S as well? Yes, you do. So for like $299, if you use my affiliate link, you get $30 Quest Cash, Batman, and MetaQuest Plus for 3 months. San Andreas, I know. Yeah, we never says I won a lot. I want a lot. With San Andreas and Splinter Cell cancelled, what's the next big Meta exclusive? I don't know, but if you ever got to see my Batman developer interview, Ryan Payton said something I don't know if he should have. Armature are apparently making a new game, a new VR game. And I'm not sure if Armature are only Meta, I'm not sure. But they're the guys who did Robo Recall. And they did, they did the port, sorry. They did the port for Robo Recall. But they're the guys who did the port for Resident Evil 4 on Quest as well. And I know a lot of people argue, like, dude, I can't believe you play Resident Evil 4 on Quest. The remake's so much better. It graphically is better, but it is a bit of a different game. As someone who likes retro, and especially who loves the original Resident Evil 4, I love it on Quest. I think the VR version of Resident Evil 4 is the best version of the game. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. I've bought that game on GameCube, Wii. I know how many different versions through the years, but yeah. Great Tantrum. Dude, you commented earlier. I was like, what's this guy doing back? A little Snow Fairy Saga. How you doing? I got my brother Metro Awakening and Batman Arkham Shadow. He likes Metro more, but beat both of them after Asgard's Wrath 2. Wow, that is hardcore. Which do I prefer, Batman or Metro? Batman. Definitely Batman. And I think that's more because I'm a fan of, like, Batman, to be honest. And I think that, again, a bit like Resident Evil 4, I think the developers just did it so well. You know? There was so many bits I was worried about, especially the combat. You know, when I saw these videos of these bloody numbered balls that you have to punch, I was thinking, oh my God, they made Batman into bloody Beat Saber. But then I played it at Gamescom and I was like, I love thinking about it. It was amazing. I think that game's fantastic. It's a real shame we have like a console war, you know, and because I want everyone to like play Horizon Call of the Mountain. I want everyone to play Batman. It's just brilliant VR games. Really good. Inferno 9 says, you make awesome videos, GT. Thank you ever so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I do try my best. Florian, how you doing, sir? You seem really energetic and happy. Thank you, man. But that's a bit worrying because we've met in person. So you're probably like, he wasn't this happy and energetic when we met in person. But yeah, I don't know. I've been to the gym. I've had some good stuff to eat. Got Gran Turismo done. I was really like, I don't know if I really want to make this video and I couldn't. And DJ helped me out. He literally gave me the login to his PlayStation account. And we've known each other for years, like through the channel. We've never met. But I was like, wow, thank you ever so much for trusting me. And that enabled me to get the video done. That guy's got everything. He's got so much money and so many cars. It was great. Hazy says, what is MetaQuest Plus? It's kind of like PlayStation Plus. As in, there's a catalogue of games you get for free. And you get new ones every month. There is a base catalogue as well of games. Just check it out. Just type in MetaQuest Plus on Google or whatever your browser is. And it's pretty good. Scottish Gamer, how you doing, mate? Have you checked out Arcade Ranger? I have not checked out Arcade Ranger. It's another retro ROM. Oh, Arcade Sandbox. That sounds good. Endeavour One says Armature is a meta first party. Oh, makes sense. They're very good developers. So, yeah, whatever they're making. As far as I know, this is what someone whispered to me while I was at Connect. That there is a number of high profile games coming to Meta Quest in 2025. And none of them have been announced. Because they seem to run on like a quarterly basis. So we have to get to Christmas, or past Christmas, to find out what's coming next. So yeah. Is it worth buying PSVR 2 still? What's a fair price for a used PSVR 2? Do you know, I don't know what the used price is, but at the moment PSVR 2 is actually on sale. It should be anyway in your region. I think it's £399. It's not, PSVR 2 isn't the headset that I recommend to newcomers. But if you've got a PlayStation, I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest. I think it's great. Some amazing experiences are on PSVR 2. And to be fair, if you're a fan of PlayStation, you'll get to experience certain IPs like Horizon, like Gran Turismo, like Resident Evil 4, like Resident Evil 8. So yeah, for me personally, as a fan of VR, it's completely worth it. Where am I now? Thomas McNostril. As I've said many times, Resident Evil 4 is the brownest game ever. It is pretty brown. In certain parts, I don't think you've completed it. But it is a bit brown, I must admit. And I don't think in VR, I think it's brown. I think it's brown before VR. Ninja Guy, thoughts on Nintendo potentially going VR? I have done a video on it. I think it will happen. Might be stupid for saying so. There was some actual reasons that made sense. And I made a video on it. If you want to check it out, it's lost in the algorithm. Just put Nintendo VR, Gamertag VR, and something to come up. And I'm basically in the thumbnail. I think I'm wearing a Virtual Boy. That's what I'm doing in that thumbnail, and I talked about it. But yeah, I think they're going to come back in some way. I just hope it's not using cardboard again. Or if they do use cardboard, that's fine. But don't make it so you've got to bloody hold the thing on your face to use it. I thought that's so annoying. Secrets of Airspace Defender put a huge smile on my face. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit pricey, to be honest. Like, but it is very cool, isn't it? It is very cool. GameCat Photo Nutter, how you doing? If they make a good job of Hitman this time around, what will be your next major AAA title to be made in VR? Oh, okay. So another IP that exists. Do you know what? I still think a real RoboCop game in VR would be fantastic. I've played RoboCop in VR using UEVR. It was awesome. And also in Not Blade and Sorcery. What's the other one? Oh no, what's the other one that had mods? Oh my god, I can actually see the developer's logo, but I can't see the game name. And you guys ain't gonna know it. I know that. I doubt it. Oh my god, I can't remember. Anyway, there's another Hell Split, Mr. Survivor. You absolute legend, sir. So in Hell Split, you can basically play RoboCop in VR a little bit. And it just made me think, wow, it's so cool. Like you get the spike come out your fist, and you get like the targeting thing, and oh, so good. I still play RoboCop on the Game Boy. It's bloody hard. I've noticed a lot of old games are just stupidly hard. And if they're not stupidly hard, they're like, they don't really go anywhere. They're just hard. And then, I don't know, I think people are just happier to just play a game than they are now, you know. Weeble says console wars are good for VR. Do you know what? They might be good for VR, man, but sometimes in my comments, it gets savage. I mean, it gets savage. I don't delete comments often, but what happens is YouTube will flag it for like swearing, for example, and that's when it happens. There is comments on there you guys will never see. It's always console wars. I just want to say I am neutral in this. Okay, I don't want anything to do with it. You guys can fight it out. I just want to show it all. That's all I want to do. I want to show it all because I love it all. Where are we now? Hazy, yeah, no worries. The links currently are for the Quest 3S and Quest 3 are on my Quest 3S review. So if you want to find them there. Hello, Ben. How's it going? Ben Hinchliff. I think that's his name. I do apologise. I've always just called him Ben. He is one of the devs from Just Add Water with Dig VR. I've still yet to play it. Life has been crazy, mate, honestly. So yeah, AP UK confirms it. PSVR 2 is now $350. £300. So that'd be $399, wouldn't it? I think. GT, have you picked up the re-release Gen 1 Optimus Prime? The re-release? No, I didn't. I bloody missed it. I think the one you're on about is I do apologise to everyone else. I'm a bit of a Transformers nutter. I'll show you the one I got. I got this one. I got the one from like the 80s. But I think the one you're on about, he's up there, transformed, ready to roll out. I think the one you're on about is the one where he's got the flames coming out, or you can add the flames to him jumping like in the movie. So no, I didn't get that, unfortunately. Basically, cash has been a bit, it's been not great. I think people think you can get, I think you can definitely get rich on YouTube, but I don't think VR is where the money is. Yeah, it's just a good time. We're just all having a good time. What's the shiznit? I don't know what that means. Infamous. Wow. DWE. Infamous was great, wasn't it? That was the guy who had the he had lightning, didn't he? Lightning powers. That was so good. Vladimir. I'm just going to call you Vladimir. Vladimir. I don't know what that says. Have you... Oh, the chat's moved. Sorry. Have you played Warhammer at zero latency? I haven't, no, but I would like to. And I have played location-based VR. One of the best experiences I ever had of location-based VR was back in 2019 with Arizona Sunshine co-op, and they had us use NES, this is going back, Nintendo Zappers as the guns, which I instantly felt like, wow, this is amazing, because I'm so into retro anyway. So we had the NES Zappers, and my first experience, so there was me and this guy, and obviously once you're in the headset, you don't know where he is. And he was like you both get in a lift together, for example, and you end up on another floor. Obviously you haven't moved anywhere. But then he walked over to like a moving platform, and in the game, he moved on this platform across the world, and I was sort of walking and fighting while he was on this moving platform fighting. So obviously in my game, I'm moving, I'm walking around, and he's not. But it felt like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm trying to describe it. That basically that 10 meter by 10 meter play space can be a whole world when it's done right, because you just turn left at the right times, or turn right, or double back, whatever it is the game gets you to do. And I felt like we did a whole mission together. And I remember taking the headset off and thinking, how the hell did I not leave this bloody space? This one big space. So that was really cool. That was very cool. Where am I now? Motorstorm would be amazing. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember it. I was speaking to someone about this the other day. I don't know if any of you really got into 3D, like back in the day, 3D TVs and stuff. But I remember being at a game show or something, and they had a TV and Motorstorm on it, and you could put glasses on, look at the same TV, and see a different game. So, but the only thing was, it was like in 30 frames a second. So it was a 60 hertz game split into 30 hertz per player. So that was the only downfall. You had a lower frame rate, but you could both be looking at the same TV and see a completely different game. I thought that was insane. Unfortunately, it wasn't 3D though, but it was just looking at a different game. I think that's crazy. But yeah, 3D for me was awesome, and I really miss it. I've got a load of 3D Blu-rays as well, Inferno, and I keep them, but I haven't got a 3D TV anymore. Good times though. Secret Odds, Gamer Tags. Secret Off says, have you reviewed the Logitech MX Ink yet? I got it last week for digital sculpting. It's really good. And if people are using their headsets for work or art, do you know, I've got one. Meta sent me one. I don't know where it is now. Tell you where it might be. No, I lied. I don't know where it is. But no, I haven't tried it. I hope it's really good. It sounds like it's really good. You're saying it's really good. I just didn't know what I would do with it. You know, I used to do a lot of drawing when I was younger, but I don't really draw much anymore. So when they sent me it, I was a bit like, oh, that's nice. I'll probably give it away. But yeah. Great Tantrum says the medium is VR period. Absolutely. Once you get into VR, man, you cannot go back. It is so cool. Would love to see Xbox and Quest compatibility. GameCat. Do you mean, I mean, like, I don't know if you watched one of the trailers once that Meta put out, but they showed an Xbox Quest. Like it was designed to be used with Xbox. And I don't know what's happened to it. There was 4 different quests in that video. Did you guys remember that? I'm not making this up. But there was like a big, like, I don't know if it was going to be green or something like that, but it was all about Xbox. It's one quest. There was 4 different quests. One was about fitness and sport. One was about Xbox. Maybe there was only 2. I don't know. But there was definitely an Xbox one. Mr. Survivor, GT, I'm just saying, if you haven't played Wartown Wonders on Quest 3, please do. It's magical. I have played it, and I absolutely loved it. I just haven't made a video on it yet. I do apologise. Inferno 9 says, Dig VR is so good. Good. Glad to hear it. Who doesn't like to dig stuff up? AP UK says, I hope one day most flat games, especially FPS games, have VR support, I think he said, and then the chat moved. But yes, agreed. Crazy Duck says, if you could get any flat screen game a VR adaptation, what's your first choice? Right now, just off the top of my head, it was Killzone. I don't know why we haven't got bloody Killzone in VR. Like, that series was phenomenal, I thought. There was, is it Resistance? That was a good one as well. But Killzone was brilliant. If you're talking about FPSs, it was definitely Killzone. I loved Killzone. Endeavor 1, Transformers the movie is an S tier Transformers. It is, man. I've got the soundtrack on my phone downloaded. I watch it every year of my life about 3 or 4 times. I love it. Weeble, I'd love to see a Tomb Raider 1 proper VR, not a modded version. Weeble, to be honest, mate, like, Tomb Raider is fantastic in VR. I don't even know... Team Beef did it. If any of you don't know about this, just put in Tomb Raider Gamer Tag VR. I think what they've done is as good as what a developer could do. Arguably, maybe even better. Because these guys know what you want. They are experienced VR. They are passionate about VR. So they get it right. They get the control options right. They bundle in free demos. I've met Team Beef. If anyone's going to make... If there was a game that is going to be VR ported, if they're involved, it's going to be a good port. Quake 3 was insane. Like, Quake 3 online in VR, I can't explain it. It's just as quick as being flat. It is fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, don't sleep on Tomb Raider, the modded one. Don't sleep on it, man. It's brilliant. It's really good. I remember MotorStorm being the next big thing in stores selling next-gen graphics. It's very true. I can't remember what console it was pushing. Probably, I think MotorStorm was big on PS3. Was PS2 the Emotion Engine? Was that the label for the chip in that? The Emotion Engine? But yeah, it would have been PS3 for MotorStorm. Pretty sure. Captain Pixar says it was just a limited edition black and green Xbox branded Quest. That sounds sick though, doesn't it? That sounds so cool. Where is it? It's going down. It's going down the same thing as San Andreas. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. APUK says APUC. The Quest 3 Game Pass app is okay. I've played Black Ops 6 on it and it's good, but I don't think it's 1080p. Damn, dude. Yeah, I mean, it is fun to have to play games in a mixed reality screen. You know, I don't know if you ever. I always say this. I don't know, I'm assuming you guys might have seen it, my videos, but I did one about the best apps to watch movies on, and one of them actually isn't even a proper an official app. I don't believe it was like one from App Lab. It was called Spatial TV, and I put a screen up here in the corner. And it lit up the rest of the room with all the correct lighting that I was looking at. And it was 4K. Or, well, it was, I say 4K. It's super sampled, isn't it? Because of basically Quest 3 is 2K. It was brilliant. It was such a great experience. Great Tangent says, I still have a Viso 65-inch 1080p 3D TV. Dude, that's so cool. That is so cool. Gaming Tech VR, did you watch all of Michael Bay's Transformers? I did. I don't want to say unfortunately. They had their moments. I did enjoy them. But still nothing tops the first film. So I actually like the new film. Transformers 1. That was a surprise. I really enjoyed that. It's still not got the replayability or rewatchability of the original. The soundtrack from the original is just timeless. It really is. Carl M, how you doing? Hi. What about GT7, the new patch for PSVR 2 in PS5 Pro? It is Maxwell World the upgrade. I don't know what you're saying, Carl. I don't know if you've had a drink, but I've done a video on it. Please go and check it out. And I hope you carry on drinking and enjoying your evening. Oh, okay. So Vladimir says Storm was a launch game for PS3. I've been playing Stalker 2 in the background. I only done like an hour. It's actually pretty cool. But I did see that bit that went kind of viral about their lighting and their shadows. It's so bizarre to see because the game looks really good. And then suddenly you'll see this light hit the wall and it's like 10 frames and it's just some like pre-scripted shadows. It's so bizarre that it's in that game. It's so bizarre. It completely breaks the immersion of the moment. It's really weird, but there you go. Not that any of you here for flat, but there we are. JUU says, Game Tech, have you ever seen Lawnmower Man? Of course. Absolutely. I remember seeing Lawnmower Man, and there was a shop near me that you could go in and pay to rent time to play games. And there was a Mega CD in there and a Super Nintendo. I think at the time, all I had was an Amiga 1200. And I remember seeing Sonic CD, which blew my mind. I remember buying Flashback, which again blew my mind. But I also remember seeing Lawnmower Man on SNES. And I thought it was really cool. But I never played it. I could now, actually. I might even have a ROM for it somewhere. But I never played it. But I remember thinking I wanted to play it. I believe there was an Akira game on Super Nintendo. I don't know if it got ported to my region. But I believe it was an Akira game. I don't think it's probably any good, but... Thomas McNostril, Game Tag VR. I'd really like a pizza. I think it's your turn. Anything without mushrooms or anchovies will be fine. I don't make pizza. I don't sell it, and I definitely don't deliver it. I have made pizza though. I have worked in Domino's in the UK. In fact, while we're doing a random story, because everything reminds me of something else, I worked in the very first Domino's in the UK. And there was a crazy story about a man who locked himself in the walk-in freezer and basically had an eating disorder. And I found him, but that was insane. Where are we now? You got the touch. Yeah, man. You know it. Absolutely. Absolutely. PSSR is not available for VR. It's not yet. But it would be interesting to see, won't it, when it does come to PSVR 2. Oh, Carlatron. This is a great one. He says, I would like a Riddick game in VR. The game on the Xbox 360 from Starbreeze. Dude, the Chronicles of Riddick. That game, it just come out of nowhere. And it wowed everyone. I loved that game and I completed it a couple of times. I really enjoyed it. Ben says, I'd love to take Desert Strike IP. That's pretty cool. I was playing Desert Strike very recently. Secret of says the Amiga game. Oh, Akira was on the Amiga and it was horrible. Okay, well, let me pretend that it wasn't on the Amiga. It wasn't the SNES and it was really good. If you don't mind, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Icky. I don't know what that says. I don't know. Where are we now? AP UK. We just had Pizza Hut. 2 large pizzas for a tenner. What? Where do you live to get 2 large pizzas for £10? Unless you're a very small person and they're medium pizzas, you did not buy 2 large pizzas for a tenner. I don't believe it. Value like that does not exist in 2024. If it does, let me know. Let me know how to get this offer. So I've had dinner and I'd still order them. Scratch Winter, how's it going? Where are we now? Oh, you want to know about the Domino's story? Does anyone want to hear the Domino's story? I don't mind saying it, if you want me to. I've worked at McDonald's as well. Where are we now? Carl70 says, I don't get why the best flat screen games don't get VR releases. Bioshock, Cyberpunk, yeah, Killzone, GTA 5. I know, mate. Absolutely, I know. I think it's part of the developers not believing they'll get a return on their investment. It's as simple as that. I would say that's pretty much it. I think that's the whole reason. Get the Pizza Hut app. It just sounds so unhealthy, doesn't it? Having a Pizza Hut app. It just doesn't sound right. I don't know if I want it. Is that the price? Is that what happens? You got to get the app. And then they'll be bloody notifying you every week. Buy more pizza. Oh, dear. Gaming Arcania says, I would love From Other Suns too. From Other Suns is really good. I made a video on it, didn't I? That. Well, I was probably the last person in the world to play it. And it's brilliant. It's really good. Normax says pizza was like $50 for a large one here. In New York, I was waking up at 4 a.m. every morning, 4:30, 4 a.m. So I'd research the best places. I'd cross-reference like 4 different top 25 recommendations from different websites. I would then look up the best reviews with the best number of reviews. And we went to like 3 different pizza places. And one of them was selling a slice of pizza for $7.50. I mean, I think people would riot in the UK. If someone said, how much is your pizza? It's £5 a slice. There'd be tables getting flipped. Oh, I just can't imagine it. But I did buy it and it was very good. Only 1 slice for that price. It was crazy. If Gamertag was a VR game, how would it be on what platforms? It would be on all platforms. It would be the very best game that anyone's ever played. Because it would be like whatever you imagined. That's what would happen. You'd put the headset on. It would scan your brain, right? In some way. And then you would see whatever you wanted to see. That would be the Gamertag VR game. And it would be free. That would be... And, yeah. And you can donate if you want to. Do you remember that with Amiga games? You used to be able to, like, donate to games you enjoyed. I used to love that. I thought it was so cool. I was too young to donate. But I remember thinking, if I had some money from my paper round, I would donate. Have you commented on the Pimax show yesterday? What did you think? I haven't. I've been very busy. I have not looked at what they're doing. I've still got the Pimax something. I don't know what that is. It's a bloody big headset. So I was very interested in the Crystal. Because even though the Pimax is a cool headset, very cool, it's so heavy and so big, I find it immersion breaking. I'm fully aware when I'm in that headset that I'm in a headset. And that's why I don't like it. Because I just don't think that's part of VR. You know, eventually VR is going to be so light that it feels like putting on a pair of glasses, for example. You know, that's where it needs to be anyway one day. Got to put the kid to bed, Arcanian. No worries. Thank you for joining. Guys, I have got to go, unfortunately. Great Tantrum says, the Gamertag VR game sounds like a Dreams type of game. It's whatever you want it to be, Great Tantrum. Whatever you want it to be. Oh, Crazy Duck, you wanted to know the Domino story. Okay. So the Domino story was, because I always get up early, always have done. And Anne from America, who trusted me with her establishment, gave me the keys. So she said to me, can you open up in the morning, prep everything an hour before everyone else gets here? No worries. It meant I finish an hour earlier anyway. So it's all good with me. I'd already be up anyway. So I went in this one particular day. And I remember getting out bits and bobs. And then I had to get out the desserts. And at the time, there was hanky panky pie. You heard that right. Some sort of fudge cake. Can't remember what it was called now. The memory's getting old now. And I had to go in the walk-in freezer. And when I opened the freezer, there was a man who'd visited us from America called John. John was 6'8". He was huge. And he was a big man with it. Big man. Had a lovely little face. Very big guy. But he was a competitor for making pizza bases. Like a world record competitor. So he was basically, Andrew invited him over just to teach us how to make pizza bases. So I don't know what the record was. But anyway. So I've gone in there and there's John. He's right at the back of this freezer. And around him is, I'll try not to exaggerate, 40 plus empty plastic cartons, which meant he had 40 slices of something. There was a toffee apple something, hanky panky pie. Maybe hanky panky pie was the chocolate thing. And there was a toffee apple thing with crumble. And it was really nice. And I was like, "You all right, John?" And he would not answer me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, what do I do? So I rang up Anne and I said to her, "I'm really sorry, but John has eaten all the hanky panky pie and locked himself in the freezer." And she went, "Oh no, not again." I was like, he's a liability, the poor guy. So yeah, he must go around eating companies' desserts. That's what happened. So yeah, there it is. There is the story. The Mustard Tiger, currently sitting watching this stream. Thank you ever so much. After putting out my back. Oh no, dude. In Thrill of the Fight 2. I'm so sorry, man. I've had a bad back for years. So I worked stupidly hard. Busted my back twice. Thinking I was invincible when I was younger. And it still plagues me today, mate. So I hope you get better, though. Captain Pix is just testing the product. I guess so. Over and over. Like that slice. That was okay. That was okay. That was okay. Just kept testing, bless him. Last but no means least from Thomas. Gamers VR, have you tried MS Flight 2024 in VR? No, man, because I'm really worried it's going to satellite my bloody GPU. And I've heard that you can't download the whole game. Or you can, but it's a petabyte. And it's streamed. That would actually be fine on my internet, thinking about it. I've got really good broadband for this. But yeah, I could try it. I've got Xbox Games Pass. I will try it tomorrow. And I'll let you know how I get on. I've only got a 3080 Ti. You know, and when you're trying to record as well, it quickly gets eaten. It doesn't take long. So anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me for this random hour of conversation. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you to everyone who subscribed today, left a like, become a channel member, gave a super chat. Thank you ever so much. More importantly, thank you ever so much for just being part of this channel and watching my content. You know, I really appreciate it. So look after yourselves. Have a nice weekend. It is Friday. It is Friday. Is it Friday? It is Friday, isn't it? Pretty sure it's Friday. It is Friday. Have a great weekend. I'm sure I'm going to upload a video at some point. And wife's back already, huh? She will be back in 12 minutes, apparently. So, yeah, it's time to go. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Be nice. And I'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.